With the success of this past season, it's really truly been a dream season, and now getting a chance to be on the cover of the game and getting a chance to be a part and associated with NHL 2003 is a huge honor, a thrill, and I think it's going to be a great year for the game.
Hi there, welcome to Electronic Arts Canada, located just outside of Vancouver in beautiful British Columbia. We're about to take you on a behind-the-scenes tour of the EA Sports Studios and see how NHL 2003 gets made.
First and foremost, I get to come to work and I get to have fun.
I always say that this place is like a college campus.
We're all huge hockey fans. We have a great group of guys and gals that work on this game year in, year out.
I think we've got the best team in EA Studios. The group that we have are so close-knit. Everyone's into hockey, but it's just the chemistry, whether they're artists, programmers, producers, marketing people, but ultimately everyone's here to make a great game.
Definitely one of the best things about working on NHL is the teamwork. Close to 50 people working on the product directly.
They're all very talented, and they're all the best in their field.
Video games are the happening thing. It's a growing business, and it's a very exciting industry to be in. It makes up for a lot of the long, hard hours that we put in actually making these things happen.
The hours towards the end of a project are pretty intense. You're working anywhere from 9 in the morning till midnight, 7 days a week.
20 or 30 hours straight sometimes, and it just gets pretty crazy.
The worst I've worked is about 48 hours straight trying to ship the game, and we're trying to track down the last buck. It took that long to do it. You know, at that time everyone understands what it's about, and you want to final a great product.
Everyone in the team is really, really committed to the game and to delivering a quality product that will delight customers.
It's just a really exciting environment to work in, and to know that we're working on something that hundreds of thousands of people enjoy playing every year. It's fun to play on your own, but it's a lot more exciting to play against a human opponent.
I don't think there's any game that is better for a good competitive head-to-head game. You know, when you play against a friend and you're scoring goals and knocking his players down and geeking around his players, I mean, it captures a lot of what the real game of hockey is about, which makes it exciting.
The best job I could have would probably be playing in the NHL. This is the closest I'm going to get, so this is a pretty good second.
This has got to be the perfect job, playing video games and playing hockey all in one. All right, we're done?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Yep.
How motion capture gets in the game is the producer and I will sit down and put together a shoot list of what animations we want to capture this year. Then we'll find talent that we feel can perform the moves that we want. Then we'll coordinate with the motion capture department and set up the cameras down at the ice rink, and then we'll capture the moves that we wanted to do. Once that's done, the motion capture department will process the data for us and give it to us. Then we'll map all the moves onto our 3D skeletons. And then the animation is provided to the script animator, or they'll be provided to the programmers so they can put them into the game.
At any given time, there are about 800 main gameplay animations in NHL. 5 players on each team, a goalie on each team, and every frame, each of those players needs to know what animation they should be playing, what frame of the animation they should be playing, and what sort of motion either the user or the CPU expects of that player.
Ready, speed, action!
Work.
Good.
The whole process has been, very impressive. I enjoy playing, and I can imagine what's behind the scenes, but actually coming out and seeing what effort goes into it and all the different staff that they have, it's very impressive what goes in behind the scenes.
My specific job responsibility as the producer is quality control and design, pushing people, associate producers and other people on the team to do the best they can do, and to try to take ideas or potentials and push them to their max so that we can do bigger things.
There's constantly discussions with producers on what's a reasonable set of features that can get into the game.
We can take a close look at this, but the schedule is very tight.
As a development director and a producer, in some ways are opposite ends of the spectrum. The way I think the development directors are measured is that the ability to deliver a game on time and on schedule. The way that producers are measured is what kind of features can get into the game.
The guy in the half boards, the guy down low, guy in the slot.
Yeah.
And okay, that would be cool.
Production process starts actually before we finish a previous version of the game. We start with a long list of different ideas that we'd like to get into the game, and we plan out what it's going to take to make those features happen, and how can we make them as impactful as possible.
It would be a good touch with just hearing the skates and the puck in the post.
Once we decide on that, we go through a technical design phase where we assess the feasibility and the resources required to put these features in the game.
How much work is it going to take? How much resources are we going to need, whether it's pictures, photographs, audio sessions, stuff like that?
The code is written, art is generated, and we come up with a playable game at the end. And that's broken up into like 4 different phases and milestones.
So that throughout the year, we can measure at this point, 1 month in, these things will be done and we know where we're at.
Basically review the game at each one of those milestones, assess how we are in terms of the schedule and the issues that come up.
Those lead up to a time period we call alpha, which is basically all the features are in, but we have to do a lot of tuning and adjusting to it, as well as a lot of bug fixing and getting rid of the little errors and problems that appear in the game.
And then you go through a phase where QA is testing it, really putting the game through its paces, and the development team, and especially the software engineers, are basically fixing bugs as fast as they can.
And that goes through until a period we call beta, and at beta we do our final test pass to make sure everything's good.
Basically you have code lockdown, and at that point you're fixing really, really critical bugs. And after that you go into CQC. CQC is EA's headquarters review of the game itself, and they go through a quick QA phase of it as well.
At that point it goes to manufacturing, and from manufacturing onto the shelves and in the stores. And then we start again on the next year.